All right, today we're going to practice writing the statements in a proof. So basically what we did yesterday is I gave you the statement, I gave you the given and the statement, and I asked you guys to provide the reason how you knew that was true. And today I'm going to flip that. So for today, I'm going to give you the reason, and you guys are going to make up your own statements. So basically, you can create any situation you want. You are becoming the creator or the writer of the question. So you can make up any given statement you want. It can have a picture with it if that helps. But basically, you need to set up a question so that you can give a statement where the answer is the reason that I've given you. So I want to do a couple examples because this can be a little tricky. I want to show you exactly what I mean by this. So this is what I was saying we're going to do. You guys are going to make up your own given and your own statement where the answer for the reason would be this, the linear pair postulate. All right, so I need to come up with the question where the answer would be linear pair postulate, if we're thinking of like what we did yesterday. So I think about what that means. The linear pair postulate, we learned it about a week ago. The linear pair postulate says every linear pair adds up to 180 degrees. So I think for my given, I want a picture this time. I'm going to draw a linear pair. So you have to remember what that is. All right, so a linear pair is when you have a straight line, that's what linear means, and then you split it into a pair of angles. So you draw like a third line coming out of it like this. That's a linear pair. Now I think for my proof, to make it easy to talk about it, I might number my angles. I'm going to call this one here angle 1 and this one here angle 2. So I've drawn a linear pair. That's my given. Now I need a statement where the reason for that statement would be the linear pair postulate. And remember what the linear pair postulate says is that every linear pair, like angles 1 and angles 2 here, add up to 180 degrees. So that's going to be my statement. For my statement, I'm going to say angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees. And I'm done. That's my answer. So basically, this is what I meant. We're doing the exact opposite of what I did with you yesterday. Yesterday, I gave you the given in the statement. So I showed you that picture. And then my statement was angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees. And I said, what's the reason? And you had to tell me the reason was linear pair postulate. Well, this time we're flipping it. This time I'm giving you the reason, and you have to create a given statement and then a statement where the reason would be, in this case, linear pair postulate. So let's do one more example just to make sure you guys really understand this. Same setup. You're going to create the given and statement for this reason here. And this time, the reason is the transitive property for line segments. So first of all, you have to remember what the transitive property is. That's going to be a big part of today's assignment, is you remembering all of our rules. The transitive property is the one that says if two things are equal to the same thing, then they're equal to each other. So what we need for the transitive property is at least three things. So we're talking about line segments. I said that in the reason. So for my given, I'm going to use a picture, and I'm going to draw 3 line segments. Let's call this one line segment AB, this one CD, and this one, I'll just keep going in order, EF. And for my given statement, let's also see, sometimes the given needs a picture, sometimes it needs a statement, and sometimes it needs both. See, I need a little bit more given information here. So in my given statement, I'm going to say line segment AB is congruent, which means equal, to line segment CD. And I'm going to mark that on the picture. One little marker like this shows that line segments are equal. And then I'm also going to say, well, let's say AB, the same as the first one, is also congruent to EF. Meaning, and I already have a marker on AB here, it's congruent to EF. So basically what I'm saying is all three of them are equal. Well, the transitive property says if AB, this one, is congruent to CD, and it's also congruent to EF, then CD and EF have to be the same thing. So that's going to be my statement. My statement is going to be line segment CD is congruent to line segment EF. And the reason for that would be the transitive property using line segments. So that's what you guys are going to have to do. It's kind of tricky, but you're basically working yesterday's homework assignment backwards. Yesterday's homework assignment, I would have given you that given and that statement and said, what's the reason? And then you would have said the reason is the transitive property. Well, today, I'm giving you the reason, and you guys are coming up with the question yourself.